Now, I've got a very special friend that I'd like you to meet. Oh, yes. Yes, well, you see, for all you brand new subscribers who've just joined the show, you never know who's in your audience, do you? That's the thing. When I was in the world of theatre, and still am, I should point out from time to time, you go out there, on the stage, and you've truly no idea who's literally watching you. You hope they're going to enjoy your act, and you hope at the end that they're going to applaud, whether that be, stand-up comedy, doing a musical, a play, whatever. You all love the appreciation of an audience. But I've discovered I've got a very special friend. Yes, I'd like you to meet, brace yourselves, Mimi the parrot. Now, oh yeah, you look at this, rather resplendent on its perch, isn't it? A little bit like me every day, yes, I know what you're thinking. Now, Parrot Mimi is the good chum of Jenna, who sent it in to me and said, Neil, we watch you every day while she's having a cup of tea or coffee, just relaxing, catching up on the news. Now, Jenna, what I wanted to ask was this. Does Mimi repeat any of the gossip when you're out? That's the worrying thing, isn't it? The other thing I wanted to know as well, because I just think what a lovely, colourful parrot, and I've always been fascinated by them, the fact that they can speak. On a more serious note, it makes you wonder, doesn't it, what capabilities they truly have. Do they just mimic our voices, or do they understand it, or whatever? I just kind of think the animal world is definitely an untapped world. They know when you're sad, don't they? They know when you're happy, and they know when to keep out your way, I'm sure, But honestly, Jenna, thank you so much for sharing your wonderful pet with us. It's lovely. I'm sure we're going to get lots and lots of comments about it. Love to know, does Mimi like Jammy Dodgers? Have you got him converted to that yet? You never know, do you? Absolutely. But it's lovely, as I say, to see anybody out there whose pets we've got, because they're all part of our chum group, aren't they? And as I've said here before on the show, pets are literally just companionship. You don't know when they're sort of just going to wander in the room or sit next to you and you think, oh, that's nice, And I know they're a commitment, and I know they can be very expensive, but what you get back in return is company, isn't it? And it's well worth that, isn't it? Also, can I just share this particular story with you? Because a lot of people were celebrating recently the 50th anniversary of ABBA winning in Brighton, down in Sussex, with Waterloo 50 years ago. Yes, oh goodness, where has that gone? And let's be honest, we all know the tune, don't we, to Waterloo? Oh yes. Now, it was interesting because I remember interviewing a brilliant musician, songwriter, a man who created an everlasting legacy before, of course, climate change and saving the planet was anything but. Mike Batt, who really shot to fame, all thanks to the Wombles. They were the litter-picking people of Wimbledon Common. Remember those? You've probably seen them around the world. It sold incredibly well as a series. Now, I didn't know this until Mike told me, and I wanted to share this with you because what you see on that particular winning video at Brighton is the fact that the beautiful Agnetha from ABBA had a badge on with the Wombles on. And a lot of people didn't realise how she'd done it. And really, the true story is this, that Mike told me he was the interval act on that year's Eurovision show. And so literally, he had badges, he was giving them out to people. He had no idea that the beautiful blonde would pin it to a costume and literally show the brand around the world, long before brand influencing took place. You see how this works now. Very clever man, Mike Batt. As I say, he also gave us wonderful songs from the beautiful singer-songwriter Katie Melua. So do check out his music if you fancy. He's a lovely man, actually. Very down-to-earth despite some phenomenal success. But finally, this is just for Mimi the parrot. Morning, you all right? Hopefully you've stayed tuned throughout all of that and you've not fallen asleep on that perch, Mimi. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.